eating a day-old pasta.
What's up, everybody? Babe, don't cut this out. They need to see me eating. Alright, what's up, everybody? This is who?
Hannah.
And this is who?
Hannah's burped.
Who's this?
Hannah number 2. This is Spencer. He's my boyfriend.
My name is Saquon.
Is that a real name?
Saquon?
Yeah.
Do you know who Saquon Barkley is?
No. Who is it?
He's a football player. There's another dog. We have another dog with us today.
This one's my dog.
She's a bitch.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Okay. So today we're going to be doing the story of how we met. I think you should start it because you're the one who slid in. So I first met Spencer on my friend Ashley's phone where she told me to Snapchat him. She just gave me her phone and was like, Snapchat Spencer, so I did. And we were just Snapchatting back and forth. And that's when I first started talking to you.
Did I have your Snapchat previous to that? Or
No.
did I? No, I got it though.
You got it after that.
I got it after that.
But like we first started talking, then we didn't even like say anything. We didn't even type
No, we
anything
just
to each other.
snapped.
We just took pictures and sent it to each other. So I don't know if that was important, but we're mentioning that.
So, I slid in to her DMs on Snapchat and was like, what did I say? Do you remember what I said?
You said that my friends were ugly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I called their friends ugly because, like, she was taking a video of them. They were, like, dancing or some shit.
They
like,
weren't my
working out,
friends,
but, like,
though.
they're acquaintances.
They weren't even my acquaintances. I just kind of had gym with them. I thought it was funny that they were dancing, so I just recorded them.
I was like, yo, your girlfriends are ugly. And, like, just to get a conversation going.
Why'd you even slide in, though?
Because I wanted you.
Why?
You're gonna make me explain this again?
You have to explain everything. That's the whole point.
Okay. Don't fucking roll your eyes at me. We're not doing this video.
I'm about to break up. This is about to be a breakup video. This is why.
Okay, so when I saw her, this lovely lady right here, I could tell she wasn't like the rest. She was very, 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 very pretty. She was so beautiful. And I could tell she wasn't like the rest. For instance, she was standing next to someone. I'm not gonna say who in the picture. And she... All I can think about now is what that... when you're wearing the bikini. Okay, fuck that.
Wait,
don't even say which one. Which one, guys? I don't know.
One.
I don't know. You never told me because you said if I ever tell you about that, you're gonna freak the fuck out. So we're not gonna talk about that right now. All right, moving on.
You didn't even
I'm
mention
so
me in a
fucking
bikini.
teed right now. Okay, she was in a bikini. I look at the other one. I look at Hannah, and I see a night and day difference between the two. Basically, what I saw was, and I don't mean to be mean or anything, but like I basically saw what I wanted, what I didn't want. Then when I was looking at Hannah, I could just see how bright of a light she was and how different she, and I just got out of a pretty bad relationship with one of the girls from the Your Ex versus Me challenge. Well, it was kind of both of them because they were like back to back, and then like a long time passed, and then it was, or not just got out of, but anyway, I got out of them. We got out of those relationships, and coming into this one, I was kind of fucked up, as was she. I could just tell she was different from the regular hoes I've been fucking with, and I wanted something totally different from what I used to have.
There's like always people like sliding to my DMs, like I don't really think anything of it. And plus, from what I heard about you, you were a fuckboy. So I was like, of course, like it's another one sliding in. So like you slid up, and then you were like, your friends are ugly.
We should give a backstory. Okay, let's rewind to 7th grade.
Oh my God! Stop.
Let's rewind to 7th grade.
Stop.
Okay, let's rewind. You guys heard this a little bit in the Your Ex versus Me challenge. If you haven't, go watch the video. Link in the description. She had a huge crush on me. Like, she was head over heels for me, right? But it was just a dumb middle school crush, right? Like, she crushed on everybody. And I just happened to be like, it was me at the time. And
It was you for the longest time.
It was me for the longest time. And, like, and, you know, she's like, oh, my God, my dream guy. But really, I was just some fucking asshole back then. we would have broken up in one day, not even if she dated me back then, because I was just, one, a shitty person, and two, that would have been a horrible boyfriend. Anyway,
I don't know where you're going with this. I don't even think it's relevant.
Anyway, that didn't work out. So, you want me to say, all right, because I turned her down. Anyway.
Wow.
What? She's still mad about that. She's still mad about it. We're dating now.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. You know, I got a lot of hoes because I'm popping like that. And, ow!
What?
Do you want me to lie? So there's like a lot of people sliding my DMs all the time. And so when Spencer slid in, I thought it was just gonna be like another one of them. So he slid up on my story and he said like, your friends are ugly. And then I put like LMFAO in all caps and he put on LMFAO in all caps. Then I left him on red because I didn't feel like it was important to like keep going on because like, I don't know. So he sent me a picture and it was of him. And I thought it was weird because like you never talked to me before and now you're sending me pictures. So we just kept Snapchatting
we didn't even
back
talk
and
back
forth.
when she had a crush on me.
Okay, well, we made eye contact. And I was pretty sure he liked me too. I had a group chat of like basically a house party group chat where like a bunch of like the boys in there like always flirted with me. And then one of them in there was friends with him. And I guess they were talking about me in school, saying like I was the cutest girl in school. So like my friend told me about that in the group chat and he was getting like really jealous. And
guess who won?
so yeah, we got home and I kind of like had the hint now that he was like kind of like liking me. And then I think he finally started flirting with me when you put hard eyes. Like you gave me like hard eyes. And then I was like, okay, so I have to do something back, but like I'm not gonna flirt back. So I was like, remember when I had a crush on you in 7th grade? What he said back was, yeah, the only difference is I would date you now. So I was like kind of rejecting him because from what I know, he's a hoe. And I put, you would date everybody.
Well, I was dumb. I didn't know what you.
You
I
didn't
didn't
know it was a curve?
No, I didn't know it was a curve. I just thought it was something you were saying. Like I just thought it was part of conversation.
No, I came at you. I was like,
I didn't know it was a curve. I was naive. I was a freshman.
Okay, so I basically curved him. I guess he didn't know.
I don't know.
But I didn't like want to date him because I thought he was a fuckboy, which you were. And so I said you would want to date everybody, and then he was just like asking me to like ask him like about people, like, would he date them or not. So I gave him like a bunch of girls' names, basically like the popularest girls in school, like basic names. Plus, to test him, I put in names of people I knew he like used to date and people he's flirting with now, because like I heard about people he's flirting with now. And I guess like he liked that he was honest, because I've been lied to like all my life. So I was listening to the song Honey Bun by Kodak Black, and I was taking a Snapchat video of it, and I think you called me Honey Bunny. I think that's where the name came from, and it's been Honey Bunny since day one till now. So he gave me the nickname Honey Bunny. You were sending me Snapchat videos of you singing like Bryson Tiller, and I told you I loved like those songs, so you kept like singing my favorite parts of the song and sending that to me, so I thought that was cute. I sent you a picture of me, and you just put like, "Aw, you're so cute," in all caps, which I thought was weird, because usually when like fuckboys slide in my DMs, it's like literally like, "You're hot," or "Can you do this," or "Can you do that," and like with him, he was like, "Aw, you're so cute," and I was like, okay, that's weird. And this night, on this night, I was like, why don't you have a Bitmoji? And he was like, I don't know, I just never thought of getting one. And then the next day, I wake up to him sending me like a flirty Bitmoji.
Was it the cuddles?
It was cuddles ? That was our favorite Bitmoji.
This is back when like, I guess a black screen was like okay as long as there was like a Bitmoji.
Yeah.
So we would always send just black screen with either
Cuddles.
just cuddles or like mad fucking
Like Auga.
yeah, like all them shits.
So the next morning, it was Valentine's Day now. This is Valentine's Day, so I'm wearing my pink shirt.
We've only been talking for like a day.
Yeah, I'm wearing my pink shirt. It's the next day, and I'm starting to Snapchat Spencer, and we're sending each other Bitmojis. So we've been Snapchatting at the breakfast table, and I've been telling my friend Ashley about how you're flirting with me, and I'm completely in denial that I like have feelings for you. I'm telling her I don't, and she was like, oh, you should date him, and I was like, no, that's gross. And
Thanks, I didn't know about that.
no, I'd say it was gross. I just said no. And then we saw you in the hallways. You completely ignored me, just kept walking. And so my friend Ashley, being outgoing like she is, she screamed, hey, Spencer! And I was like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? And you just turned around from the snack machine. Didn't wave or anything. You kind of just looked at us. And so I was like, okay, so I guess what happens on Snapchat stays on Snapchat.
No, that's not true. I shouldn't know what to do.
Then we get to the class we have together, period 2.
Algebra. Oh, I was going to say it.
I beat you to it. And I sit down, and I'm behind, like, this kid, I don't want to say his name, that Spencer never talks to, like, and I sit behind him. So Spencer, I walk into class, and Spencer's talking to him. I feel like waiting for me to get there.
Well, yeah, no, I was waiting for you.
Yeah. So I walk into class, and I sit down, and Spencer goes, hey, cutie.
You want to tell him what you did?
I am such a I'm the kind of person that can't, like, hide their facial expressions, because, like, the shy just overtakes my body. So he goes, hey, cutie, and I go...
I was like...
Yeah, you kind of just walked off laughing.
I just walked away.
No, you were, like, laughing, like...
I was like, fuck, what did I just do?
Yeah, and then you sit down, and you Snapchat me, and you go, was that too much? What did I even say?
You were like, no, I was just embarrassed.
So I was talking to Ashley, and I go, Spencer just called me cutie. Like, what the fuck do I do? I was not expecting that. And she goes, did you say hi back? And I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, I could have done that. I was trying to, like, find a way to get his number, even though I don't like him. So he was like, I was like, what are you doing? And you were like, I'm doing this. How about you? Because I knew you were going to say, how about you? Back to me.
Yeah.
And then I was like...
She's such a slick little fuck. Like, she knows what she's doing, but I have no idea what she's doing.
So I said, oh, I'm playing Game Pigeon with CJ. Because me and
My
CJ...
fucking boy. I love CJ.
We played Game Pigeon probably all freshman year. So we were playing Game Pigeon, and I was like using that as an excuse to like get Spencer's number, and he goes, "Okay, play me."
Because she knows I'm like, I don't know another term, so I'm just gonna say like, I guess confident jock. So like as soon as she said that,
he was really confident, which I thought was really hot.
So when she said that, she knew I was gonna say back like, "Oh, bet I'll beat your ass in Game Pigeon," which is exactly what I said, and then that's how we got numbers.
Yeah, and then we played. I won.
No, I kicked the fuck out of you.
I win, and your exact words was, "Oh, I didn't know you were a dead shot."
Oh, fuck, I remember that.
Yeah. You explained to me later on, by the way, that you let me win, which is totally not fair, because I'm not the type of bitch to, like, want you to let me win. Now, we have each other's numbers. We've been Snapchatting all week, and we're kind of, like, talking more flirtatious, I guess. So we keep sending that same emoji, the cuddles question mark. And we kind of made, like, an inside joke with it. Like, I would text you, like, cuddles question mark, and, like, spell it out, like, cuddles question mark. And you would say it back to me. And when we sent each other the Bitmoji, I was like, oh, I want to cuddle. And you were like, yeah, I would want to cuddle too, or whatever. And we were talking about cuddling, I guess. And then...
She still doesn't like me.
The weekend comes, me and my friend Ashley plan to go to an A-Boogies concert.
I'm sorry.
At Lupo's? How do you say it?
Lupo's.
Lupo's. So we plan to go on an A-Boogie concert at Lupo's. And Ashley's going through a breakup right now, and her ex-boyfriend is going to be at the game. You know how girls are. Like, she wants to go there and dress cute and like, hey, I'm gonna go to the game, can you please come with me or whatever. And by the way, our parents, like, me and Ashley type of people to like make plans without telling our parents, but we're freshmen, we can't drive, and we needed to tell our parents that we were going to Lupo's. So after a lot of convincing, they finally said we can go to Lupo's. She was like, so I want to see my ex, and I really want you to come. And I was like, well, I don't know. I kind of just want to go to the A-Boogie concert. Plus, I feel we're not going to make it to the concert if we go to the game. And she goes, oh, well, Spencer might be there. And I was like...
Did you know I was on the ball team?
No.
No?
I didn't even know you were, like, crazy about basketball.
Oh.
So, like, I guess Ashley knew that. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I still don't feel like going. But, like, I texted you. And I was like, hey, you going to be at the game? And you were like, yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, I'm doing the books, yo. I'll be done by like 7. I had to come up with so many lies to my coach about how I couldn't do the books for varsity because she was going. Because I was doing the books for JV because I'm a freshman. I'm on the freshman team. I was doing the books for junior varsity, and that's at like 5:30, and the varsity game's at like 7:30. And she's gonna show up at 7, and I have to do the books at 7:30. You know, what's the point in her blowing off an A Boogie concert if I'm gonna be at the table doing the books and not allowed
You
to
didn't even
talk
know
to
about
her?
the concert though.
What? No, but I'm talking like overall theoretically.
Oh.
Like it would just be pointless if she came and I was at the table doing the books. I wouldn't be able to chill with her. So my coach, Coach John, was like, Spence, you doing the books for varsity? And I was like, yeah, about that, coach. I don't really know if I can do it. And then I was like, can you just get G-Shep to do it? And then he was like, yeah, but here's the thing. G-Shep's suiting up tonight. He's going to play. And this is the one night that he was going to suit up and play. Because the kid always does the books, but he wanted to suit up because it was like senior night or whatever. And I was like, really? G-Shep can't do it? And he was like, no, he's suiting up. And I was like, well, coach, I got to go. Like, I was like, coach, I'm leaving at like 7 to go to like, I didn't say funeral, I didn't say that, but I was like, I said like some serious shit, and then he was like, oh, okay, you gotta do what you gotta do, go ahead, get out of here. So like, when I finally got out of that, like the whole night I had to like dip around.
Okay, so I asked him if he was going, he said yes, and I told Ashley, I was like, did you really want to see your ex? And she was like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'm a good friend, so I'll go. But basically, I just wanted the confirmation that he was going. And Ashley was like, okay, I'm gonna go use the bathroom now. And I was
That's
like...
where you come in.
And I was like to Hazel, like, Hazel, Spencer's gonna be there, we're gonna hang out. And Hazel's just completely scared, but she's all riled up and she's all happy. And I was like, Spencer's going, I wanna go see Spencer. And I was like about to cry. And like I was like rushing to find some clothes, and nothing was cute enough, I swear.
What you wore was cute as hell.
Oh my god, it was so ugly.
No, it wasn't.
I'm at the game now, and Spencer, I'm like trying to find Spencer, but I'm blind as hell, and I look ugly with glasses, so I didn't feel like putting on my glasses to go find him because I wanted him to think I was cute or whatever. But I wasn't even like picturing talking to him because he's a fuckboy. I know.
Tell him what you thought.
I thought that you're gonna be like, you're gonna say hi to me, and then you're gonna go hang out with all the other girls.
And
so,
you want to tell them why that's enough for you? Like why that's worthy of missing an A Boogie concert?
because you would have seen me, I've been looking cute, and you would have probably like
Acknowledged how cute she was.
We
and
might
how
have
we
like
saw each
gotten
other
a
in
little
person.
farther from just texting. Like maybe we'll like have conversations here and there
Yeah.
because we didn't even talk in class really. So like maybe we could have
What
like
happened when you got
more
there?
conversations. So when we got there, I was like trying to look for you, but then I saw you and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look at him. Me, Adrian, and Ashley are together, and we run into somebody. I don't remember who we ran into. We ran into somebody, and they were talking to us. So as they were talking to us, I see Spencer start to walk, and I was like, oh, he's gonna say hi to me, and I was like, okay. I was like looking around, I was like, I don't notice you, came up, and you gave like a dap up to Adrian, and then you came up to me, and I was like, hey!
Didn't see you there.
I didn't see you there, what's up? Did we hug, did we handshake, what did we do?
You don't remember? I give you a hug and
It
you
was
were
such
like...
a blur, like I was so shy.
I remember what she said. She said she wasn't expecting a hug. And I, without asking, went up and gave her a hug. And she was like, and then like later on in the relationship, like months down the line, she told me, she was like, the feeling of my head on your chest was so like...
Okay, I don't think it was that mushy about it.
Yeah, she was pretty fucking mushy about it.
Okay. I don't remember anything. Anyways. So I was expecting him to give me a hug and then leave. And then we went to the foyer, and I don't remember why. And I decided to go back in because Ashley was like, hey, we need to get ourselves a spot. So I went to go with Ashley to find myself a spot, and I turned around. Spencer wasn't with me anymore. So I was like, oh, so this is the part where this is like the part where we don't see each other anymore. I was like, okay, we're done hanging out, and he's probably like with other girls now. Plus I saw like girls that were like on her story. Like I saw girls that were on her story like in the foyer, so I was like, okay, he's probably hanging out with them. And so I went to go sit down with Ashley and her friends, and then you walk up and you didn't have any room. So I was like, okay, I can either stay here and we don't talk, or I can get up, look like an idiot, and like asked me if I was to sit somewhere, and I did, and it was weird.
Oh.
Because I was like really embarrassed, because I was like, okay, I should just sit here, right? And
We were like this close when she was telling me like, do you want to go sit somewhere? And then like I could hear it clear as day, but I was like, what?
I remember that. He kept getting closer and closer to me. So he sits somewhere. I'm totally away from my friends, and we're like sitting close together. And
Did someone sit with us?
No.
Or was it just me and you?
It was just me and you. Might have been Adrian too. I don't know.
I think Adrian was there for a little while.
Anyways, Spencer makes the greatest move of all time.
Shut the fuck up.
He makes the greatest move of all time. Doesn't expect me to notice.
Guys, take notes, yo. Take
Yeah.
notes.
Picks his hand up, plops it down on my thigh.
I'm dead, yo.
Not even gently.
Yeah, yo, I was like...
You go. I was like...
Hey, yo, in my mind, that's like historical. Like, that should be in the books in my mind. But, like, in her mind, it's like, that's it.
Yeah, and then we kept, like, leaning back, like putting, like, our hands on the second... Like, on the second...
She would lean back, I would lean forward. And
Yeah.
she would lean forward, I would lean back.
I was like, I'm trying to like get close to like where we're both like basically cuddling or whatever, but like you like
She would
sit
lean
up.
forward, and like me just be like, I'm not even trying to avoid her. Like I'm that much of a dumbass that I was just thinking to myself like, yeah, I've been sitting like this for a while, my back hurts. So now I'm gonna go like, then I go like this, and then like after 10 minutes she leans back, and then I was like, oh, my fucking elbows hurt. So I would lean up like this, and like I could just picture the look on her face, like.
And when you actually like went to go lean back, my elbows hurt, like my back hurt because I'm small, so like, I can't even like rely on my elbows.
She
My
couldn't
back
even reach the
hurts.
back bleacher. It was so cute.
So I'm in pain, and then I get to the question of the year, which is, Hannah, do you still want to go to the A-Boogie concert? We can make it. And then I look at Spencer like, oh, do I ditch him to go to like a party thing? Like it's like basically not a party.
It's a party with music, basically.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
like
concert, but
like it's basically a party, Sloopos. So I was like, do I ditch him to go to like a concert? Like, I don't know. And then I was like, well, what are you doing after this? And then you were like, oh, I don't know. And then we were like planning to we're like trying to make plans. And then I was like, well, we can go to my dad's house. And he was like, oh, we can? And I was like, yeah. And
I was planning on doing something with my friend, you know who he is. I was like, do you want to come? Do you want to come chill with us and do that? And then you were like, oh, Ashley, they're doing this. Do you want to join?
well, I'm hanging out with her for the rest of the night, whether we're hanging out or not. So I have to invite her. Plus, I would not go anywhere with you for the first time without her. That was our thing.
Well, that's just what girls do.
Like, whenever we had plans with, like, a guy, we wouldn't want to be alone right away. Like, we had to be around people first. So...
I think that's a girl thing. Leave it in the comments, because we have no comments on any of our videos. So I'm trying to get people to comment. Comment.
We made plans, and I tell him that I live next to Garden City. We were talking about walking around Garden City, and he actually has this disease. What disease is it?
Raynaud's.
Reindeer disease.
And Raynaud's disease.
I was like, well, it's cold outside, so we should go for a walk. And you were like, I'll keep you warm.
And I have a fucking disease.
Little did I know that it would have to be me giving him my jacket. But he's trying to be slick, and I thought it was cute.
I mean, like, I don't care if I'm gonna... Because, like, the whole thing with the disease is, like, if I get too cold, my fingers turn purple, and it's possible I have to get them amputated. But I didn't give a fuck. I wanted to, like... I'm not gonna, like, be selfish and, like, keep my jacket if she's cold. Like, I guess I'll put my hands in my pockets. I don't know. I mean, I didn't care about the disease. Like, I just wanted to be able to give him my jacket. Because, you know, like, that's the thing, you know? Like, give your girl your jacket or whatever. So, like, and, like, that's the thing. So, like, that's what I wanted to do. So I don't really care about repercussions.
Not to mention my jacket was heavier than your sweatshirt. And...
You just have, like, metal buttons and shit.
Yeah. After the game, we went to Burger King. And...
Mad heads there.
All the people were there. And plus, we had to get picked up, and we couldn't wait at East, I think.
Well, yeah, because they kick everybody out.
Yeah, so I guess we couldn't wait at East. We all went to Burger King so we could get picked up, have somewhere, like, warm to eat. Warm to wait. And, immediately they see one of my exes. Like, he wasn't, like, a serious ex. It was, like, a short-lived thing, and it wasn't really... It didn't mean anything to me. But one of his dumbass friends, and he texted me, and he was like, "Are you talking to that kid Spencer?" And we didn't have like a title back then, so I was like, maybe.
This is the first time we hung out, and we've only been talking for like 4 days, so she can't call me her boyfriend.
Yeah. So anyways, he was like, "You downgraded or whatever," and I was like, "Well, he downgraded too." And then like I kind of just wanted to get him off my trail. No, I said, first of all, I did back you up. I was like, he's not a downgrade to me. And by the way, I'm really insecure, so like I will not lie. If like somebody moved on to someone prettier, I would admit that. But this bitch was like dumb ugly, and so I sent him a picture of my ex's new girl, and then he was like, "Yeah, she's busted," and he didn't text her the rest of the night because he was texting my ex. So like I was like, good.
I had no money on me, right? Not a cent. I was like, "Do you want anything?" Thank God she said no.
I don't like Burger King.
Thank God she said no, because I had no money on me.
Anyways, I'm trying to make conversation with him, trying to make a move or something, because like he's obviously a boy and he's not gonna do anything. He's clueless. Girls always give guys the opportunity to take a shot, or otherwise guys wouldn't be as macho as they usually are.
It's a good point.
Anyway. So I take Spencer's hand and I'm like, "Look how big your hands are," or something.
Yeah, really.
And we're going like this, you know, all girls do that or whatever.
All girls do that?
I mean, sometimes it's to really see, and other times just to do that.
Oh, okay.
But like, I was like, "Look how big your hands are, oh my god." And I was like really shy because I had nothing else after that. And then I go, "Your hands are smooth. That must mean you jerk off a lot."
The funniest
I
part.
read way too much on the internet.
The funniest part is that I am the last guy to like constantly be like, I know it's a teenage thing, but like always like, you know, beat your meat, but like but like I don't really, and like I don't find it like attraction to porn. Like I don't really watch porn. I don't like porn. I don't watch porn. But and it's just funny because she was like, "Oh, you must jerk off a lot," and like I'm like the last guy that's like constantly jerking off, like, and then like I was just like, "No, I just have soft hands."
Never met a guy with soft hands. So back to my house. So he picked out your spot in the bed. I lay down to you. You're going on your phone because you're annoying, and I was like trying to get like a way to like touch you or something, make human contact with you because you're on your phone. It was annoying, and you were going on your phone, and I put my head over your shoulder. I was going like this. I was like, "Who are you talking to?" And then you were like, "Nobody." And I think you turned off your phone. Like I think you just like, realized that you're on your phone. You just
yeah, I didn't really know that I was like on my phone. Like
yeah, because like you were already on when I walked in the room, which means you started going on it because you had nothing else to do.
yeah, because she was out of the.
Weren't
you changing?
Because I changed. Yeah, I changed clothes because I wanted to get more comfortable. I didn't want to be in a jacket. So I changed, came back in the room, and you were on your phone, and I was trying to make my move, and I think somehow we like laid back. Was that you or me?
Well, because tell him what you did.
I don't remember what I did.
You really started to touch me like this. You put your.
I did.
Yeah, you remember that? She like put one hand on my back and like slid up to like my chest like this, and then she put another one on my shoulder, and then I was like click, and then we like laid back like that. And then we laid on our sides, like looking at each other, like really close, like really face to face, and then keep going.
When you're really face to face, that's how you know a kiss is coming up, right? So we were like this. Ready? Look at me. We're going like this. And
we were closer than that.
I know that we were about to kiss, so I was like this, and I was like, "So Ashley," I was like,
which is making me hesitate even more than I already am. So this shit didn't come for like an hour.
So I was like, "So Ashley, how's your ex? What's going on?" She was like always being annoying. I was like, "Okay." We're back face to face, and I'm like, "You could text him on my phone. Yeah, do that. See if he answers me and not you."
And then she was like, "Oh, did you see him at the game? Like, what? So what happened? If he was over there, what did he notice what you were wearing? Like, just a bunch of bullshit to like in order to like stop being like."
Eventually, though, I ran out of questions. So
you ran out of
I
shit
was
to
like,
say.
"Fuck it." And it's so funny because you know when a kiss is coming up. Because like I was like, "Okay, I'll kiss him now." So all I did was stare at you and kiss. Like I could choose when to kiss because like you know it's coming up. So like we were like face to face, and I was like, "Okay, it's coming." And then we kissed.
Tell him what we didn't use.
Tongue.
We didn't just kiss.
No, 'cause-
we made out, but no tongue.
Because I was like, oh, I'm not going to be the first one to use it. And you were thinking
And
the
I
same
was like,
thing.
I'm not going to be the first one to use it. We're waiting for each other.
I was like, if I use it and he doesn't, then I'm going to look like a weirdo, which I've done enough tonight. It could have been your turn to make the move, but... You got a Snapchat from your friend, and it said, are you guys talking? And then you look at me, I look at you. You look at me, I look at you, and you go, you typed back, like, I guess. And, I said, well, are we talking? And you go, do you want to talk? And I was like, sure, but, and I was like, you're cutting off all your hose, I'm cutting off all my hose, and, like, I'm gonna be going through your phone. It was like, I'm not gonna go on your phone, today, but starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be going on your phone. Because, like, the thing is, we just started talking, so I'm not gonna see who he was talking to before. If I was to go on his phone, it would be before we were talking, because we just started talking just now. So any, like, flirty stuff, that if I go on his phone and, like, check that flirty stuff, that would all be, like, before we're talking, you know? So I was like, I'm gonna start going on checking through your phone, because, like, I have huge trust issues. And I was like, by the way, I haven't played a lot, so if you're gonna play me, just go. And you were like, okay. And I was like, literally, if you're gonna play me, just like, walk out now.
That was really weird to me. No one's ever really, like, said that to me before. So I was like, why does she think I'm gonna play her? Why is she all, like, is she mad at me? Does she hate me? Is she not gonna want me? Like, I had no idea what that really meant. But I didn't know she was just, like, putting ground rules down.
So I was just like, okay, I'm not going to date you if you're just going to play with me. Like, if you're going to play with me, just walk out now. And you get a FaceTime call from your little girlfriend.
This is not my little girlfriend.
Get a FaceTime call from your girlfriend.
No,
and
she's not my girlfriend.
the first time we deny it. Like, we just denied it. And then the next day, there's nothing interesting to tell you guys about the second day we hung out, other than the fact that she called again. And this time, I picked up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, hi. And she was like, hi, where's Spencer? And I was like, did this bitch just have the nerve to ask me where's Spencer right in front of me? So his brother was like, where did I pick you up at? And you go, my friend Hannah's house. I was like, oh, friend.
No, it was Adrian's house at the time, that's why.
No, because you said Hannah, and you said that was sending you Ubers home, too.
Who did I told somebody it was Adrian's house.
Maybe the first night, and then the rest of the times you said it was your friend Hannah.
You're talking about the third night, yeah. The first night I said that it was Adrian's house.
Okay. So you said I'm at my friend Adrian's house or whatever. And, so I was walking you out, and I was, like, saying, like, you have to be quiet because my dad's room is right next to the door, and I don't want him to, like, hear anything romantic because that's embarrassing. And then, you decide to say in front of my dad's door, which is really embarrassing because I feel like he could hear it, you go, okay, I love you. And I couldn't help my facial expression, so I go...
She said it back! She
said
it back!
No, because you go, you have to say it back, and I go, I love you too. And then you texted me. You texted me the same thing. You always text me when I make a weird facial expression. Was that too much? And I don't believe in saying I love you unless you're really in love, and we just started talking, so I was like, there's no way he actually loves me, so I was like, you can't say that to me unless you actually love me. And then you go, okay, we're good then. And I was like, we've been talking for 4 days. What do you mean we're good then? Now I had to go. It's winter break. We couldn't hang out at all because I had to go to Florida and say hi to my family who's living there. And we didn't see each other for a week, and I was basically really paranoid because, like, we're not even, like, serious yet, you know? So, like, why wouldn't you go out and do something stupid? So, like, we're not serious. I'm really scared. Plus, Adrian had a talk with me, and he goes, are you talking to Spencer? And I was like, yeah, kind of. And he was like, well, you know how he is, Hannah. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm not even, like, in love with him. This is, like, before we were talking. And so, like, I'm really scared because, like, it's our first week apart. We've been talking for 2 days.
Yeah, we've been talking for like a week, but we first hung out. We've only seen each other in person for, like,
2 times.
2 days. And going a week without seeing each other after that short amount of time is talking is, like, I mean, I guess you could say it's a serious thing, or, like, not a problem.
I was kind of scared. Like, I would keep Snapchatting you, and I was like, hey, can you like Snapchat me like who's around you? And you like Snapchat me pictures of the people that were around you. I forgot to mention that part where I got off the plane and I opened up to a spam of you. Like, it was the cutest thing ever. You just spammed my phone. Like, after I got off the plane. Like, after I turned off airplane mode, it was just like a bunch of you.
Well, because she put on airplane mode, so like she's not gonna know that I'm Snapchatting her. So when she got off the plane, it was like bang, 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 bang.
I was excited.
It was like, what was my contact? It was just Spencer at the time.
Spencer with the heart.
It was Spencer with the heart. So it was like Spencer, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
When I came up with the idea in my mind, I was like, this is gonna work. I was like, this is gonna work, because, like, I'm gonna be sweet. I wanna be sweet. This is gonna work. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, also, the first 2 nights we hung out, you were being so sweet.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say mean. I was like, how?
And I was just, like, completely whipped off you right now. Like, I was like, if he's actually loyal, he will be, like, the perfect boyfriend. But we're going a week without talking to each other. We haven't talked. I mean, we're not going a week without seeing each other. This is, like, the first break we could have, like, hung out. But I made these plans before I met you. And plus I had to see my family.
My hands are cold.
You know, they're freezing.
Oh.
But he did such a good job making sure that I knew he was not fucking around.
I only went out, like, one night, and that was at, like, a
No, you went out
basketball
a
game.
lot because of basketball.
Well, because of basketball, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, other than that, I was in my room, like, the whole time.
But, like, there was always girls at these events, and you would, like, show me, like, where we were sitting. So when you went on house party, like, I would get a notification, like, Spencer's in the house.
Oh, yeah, it tells you when someone's
Yeah,
on.
and you would just text me right away, and you were like, I'm just seeing if you're on or whatever, and, like, you would just keep telling me that. I would, like, make sure that that's what he was doing. So I would, like, go on the app, and if you weren't staying on it, then that means you were just checking to see if I was on. Because if you stayed on, that means you're talking to somebody.
It doesn't tell you when someone leaves, right? It just tells you when they get on, and if you go in and
I don't think
look,
it tells you when they leave.
Yeah.
So I would like check to see if you're still on, and you weren't. But when I came on, you would stay on, cause like you would see that I'm in the house.
Yeah, so it was just like back and forth, like I'm on, I'm off, she's on, I'm on, she's off, I'm on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not going to tell you guys what he did, but I was making sure he didn't get caught for something. So he started school before me, and I was still at home, and I was like giving him a checklist of things. And by the way,
I failed like all of them.
By the way, I was like really tired, but I woke up early in the morning so that when he woke up early for school, I would be able to text him. And
She's not gonna be in school for like one day, I think.
Yeah, I came back to school like the next day.
Yeah.
So this is like my last day in Florida, and I woke up early so that I could talk to you because you were getting up early for school, and I was like giving you a checklist, and I wasn't gonna go to bed until I knew you were safe. And you were like check, and then like some stuff you'd be like no, and then I was just like asking you a bunch of questions.
I didn't spray myself.
Yeah.
You guys know what I mean.
Now this is the next day. I come back to school. There is a dodgeball tournament. It's fucking freezing outside.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I finally come back, and me and Spencer really want to hang out because we haven't hung out in a week, and we're talking, and we're beginning, and we haven't even had time to settle in. So we're going to this dodgeball thing, and we are not let inside.
Need a parent.
Needed a parent, and we tried getting people to be the parent, but they weren't allowed to be our parent.
Yeah, they actually stuck a principal out there to make sure people weren't saying like, oh, can you get us in there?
We are stuck outside, and I decide that since we're not going to the dodgeball tournament, we should all just go to my house where it's nice and warm, and I have an Uber. So we all get into an Uber,
Who came with
and
us?
me, you, Ashley, and Joey. We all went to my house, and I think you asked me to be your girlfriend.
I did, and Joey told her afterwards that I was asking, but she had no idea I was. Because, like, this is, like guys do things that girls don't understand, and girls do things that guys don't understand.
So I think you called me your girlfriend by accident, or you just called me your girlfriend. And I go, am I your girlfriend? You go, do you want to be? And then I was like, what does that mean? And I was like...
Which is me saying, do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to do
I think I asked you. I think I was like, are you asking me to be your girlfriend? And then you, like, laughed or whatever. So I was like, okay, that's probably a joke. And I laughed, too.
Well, because you asked me that, I figured, like, oh, she's saying no.
No, and then, like, you had to go home because you weren't even supposed to go out because
I had a game at, like, 3 or 4.
And you were getting teed on for being late.
My fucking
and
dad teed on my shit.
you were texting me, like, I'm getting teed on. I was, like, trying to calm you down. I was like, I feel so bad. Then when you left, I talked to Joey, and I was like, did he ask me to be his girlfriend? Like, I told him what happened, and he was like, yeah, he's asking you to be his girlfriend. I was like, oh, I completely fucked that up then. And then, like, a week passes. We're finally hanging out alone. Like, no friends, nothing. And we did the same thing. You asked me the same thing. You were like, no, wait. I was trying to make it clear this time, so you did the same exact thing. You called me your girlfriend. I was like, am I your girlfriend? And you were like, do you want to be? And I was like, if you were asking me to be your girlfriend, I would say yes.
Yeah.
And then you go, I am asking you to be my girlfriend. And then I go, then yes. Okay, so we wrapped up the story of like how we met. Should we talk about like how we talked about our parents to each other?
Okay, yeah. I was in trouble for something.
So Spencer got in trouble for something. He was gonna be grounded, and I was texting him, and I was like, if you're going to be in trouble, then just like ask your parents if you can like quickly talk to me and tell them that you're getting a phone taken away. And then I was like, also give me your password so I can send streaks for you. And so you did that, and then you're waiting for your parents to come home, basically waiting for the biggest ass whooping of your life. And
one of, definitely not the biggest, but one of.
Yeah. So you sent me your passwords, and then you were gone for like 2 hours. Like your parents were talking to you for like 2 hours.
My parents fucking talk, yo.
Yeah.
They talk.
You talked back to me, and you were like, everything's fine. We talked it out. And I was like, they're not taking away your phone. And you were like, no. And you were like, I told my mom about you. And I was like,
I said that like slick. I was like, not slick, I guess, but like I just kind of like threw that out there, and I was like, oh yeah.
Isn't this the first time you've actually told your parents about the girl?
Yeah, it's the first time I ever told them about a girl, and I kind of just like when I was telling her about it, I kind of just like threw that out there, like, oh yeah, they're not taking my phone. I'm grounded for a week. I told them about you. They know we're dating, and she was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and then you go. She said that you're like drop dead gorgeous, like unbelievably gorgeous, something like that.
My mom?
Yeah.
She said you drop dead gorgeous.
Okay, so she said I was drop dead gorgeous, and you said that she said she wants to meet me.
Mm-hmm.
And so
oh, yeah, I remember when you guys met.
I met your dad, which apparently you guys gave him talks.
Oh yeah, because my dad, he's not socially awkward. Don't think he's socially awkward. He likes to talk to people, and when he does, he immediately shows his true colors. So my mom was like, Todd, listen, you are not to say a word. She gets in the car, you can say hi, and that's it. And he was like, what do you mean? I don't do it. And if any of y'all know my dad, you know that he's a freak. Like, he's like, if my mom didn't say that to him, he would have been like, Anna, how are you? You're dating this asshole? What's going? Like, hey, how you doing? Like, and she'd be like, he's gonna be like, do you like? Because she's going to my game. He'd be like, do you like basketball? Who's your favorite player? Oh, you don't know any basketball? That's fine. And then like he always like he's known to speed.
I was like in the car. I was like, why is he so quiet? Does he not like me?
No, yeah. She was like, why is he so quiet? Does he not like me? And I was like, no, because my dad's a freak, and we had to.
I was wearing my Gun N' Roses shirt, and he's a good.
Oh yeah, he had to say something about that. He loves Guns N' Roses,
which I didn't know. So we were going to his basketball game. I kind of felt like a thought because when I sat down, my shirt kind of went up. So I was like, But he was kind of like asking my permission. So he was like, I'm going to run to Dunkin', but it wouldn't be cool to leave you here. And I was like, you can go. He was like, okay.
He needed his coffee. It was like 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, and then your mom comes. She sits down next to me, and then I was like, is this his mom? I'm not going to say anything because it might not be his mom. And she goes, hi. And I go, hey.
Yeah, because I remember when I was on the bench at the time because we were warming up, and I went to go sit down. And my mom walks in, and I see my dad, like, kind of like pace over to her quickly, and he didn't point, but he like looked in her general direction, probably like that's her sitting right there. And then my mom turned and walked in and sat down.
I kind of did like realize, like I did kind of get that signal, but I was trying to make sure by not talking to her. So like I was like searching for clues to like get her to like me. I was like searching for clues. I look at her text, they're huge. I was like, she's blind. Awesome, because I'm blind. So I see also that
at this point the game has started. I know nothing about what's going on.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, your texts are big. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, my texts are really small. And then we're talking about, like, being blind and talking about how we need glasses. And then we start talking about animals. I don't even know how this came up.
Because you guys are both animal lovers.
I don't even know how it came up. We kind of just have this thing.
I know that this is travel.
Yeah, we're talking about, she was like, so do you like basketball? And I was like, yeah, but I don't really understand it. And she was like, and his mom goes, well, this one means travel.
It's like the one thing she knows.
I thought it was so cute. And then we started talking about animals, which we kept going on and on and on about. I saw your dad come up to your mom, and he was like, hey, babe, do you have my shirt? And I was like, whoa, did he just call her babe?
Well,
because my parents, like, I never grew up around, like, a relationship like that. So, because, like, my parents were divorced, like, his was together, and I was like, never like really used to that. So like they were like all lovey-dovey, and he was like, hey babe, do you have my shirt? And I was like, whoa. And then they gave each other a kiss, and I was like, whoa. And then I told you that my parents were divorced and friends, and you were like, they're friends? You could be divorced and be friends?
Because I don't want to say deliberately who the relative is, but somebody in my family is divorced and they fucking hate each other. Like, I've never seen two people hate each other more. Like, her new husband and her ex-husband have almost fought numerous times. Like, I've never been around a relationship with divorcees that are actually friends, because, like, all I know is my step relative and my, I guess, ex relative. All I know is them trying to shoot each other, basically. So when I heard that her dad and her mom are friends, I was like, that's not possible.
When my mom found out about you,
Here.
I didn't want her to know, because we don't really share things with each other. Plus, my last relationship that she knew about was really bad. I didn't talk to her about you, but like you kept coming over, and Harley, my sister, saw that you were coming over, so she told my mom about it. And then my mom just, she was visiting Rhode Island, and she was like, so you have a boyfriend? I was like, yeah. And she was like, what's his name? I was like, Spencer. And she goes, okay, I want to meet him. I was like, okay. And then, like, I was visiting my stepfather. He was behind bars for a little while. He was probably doing, like, months, like, a couple of months.
He did 6, right?
Maybe like half a year, 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was behind bars, and I went to go visit him, and he just comes up to me, and he goes, so, you have a boyfriend? And I was like, because, like, my dad was there, and, like, my dad, like, I used to have, like, a lot of guy friends that would come over, so, like, I was, like, thinking to my dad, like, oh, maybe my dad thinks he's a friend, so, like, but now that my stepdad talked to me about my boyfriend, that means my dad knows, too.
Alright, guys, well, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, please. I just want to see a comment. One comment. I don't care if it's, oh, I love the video, or, oh, you guys suck, or, oh, Hannah, you're so fucking
Please
sexy,
comment.
fuck me. I don't give a shit what it is. Just comment
You better
something.
sell me?
No, I ain't selling you. I'm just saying, like, you're mad pretty, so, like, guys are gonna be hitting on you, and, like, if they're gonna be commenting shit, like, yo, she's bad. Just leave a comment, please. Unless you're one of maybe 3 or 4 people, I don't care what you say. Just leave a comment. Go. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.